Are you serious? Are you serious? Guys, we have very serious information for you. There's been a significant, massive quake that has just rocked China. It was a 6.6 magnitude, very shallow, and hit hard. Plus, there's like a ridge all around in that area where quakes are going off everywhere around that ridge, which is just quite amazing, really. But this earthquake was powerful, very significant. And here's some of the information. I'll tell you about it in just a second. First, let me put a quick shout out, if I could, right now for www.agewithpaul.com. That's www.agewithpaul.com. Guys, I'll tell you something. When you start thinking about how to get in shape, turmeric is probably the best natural supplement for anti aging found on the planet today. This golden spice has been used for thousands of years to help boost the immune system, improve gut health, relieve arthritis, improve diabetes, and support anti aging. Choosing the right turmeric supplement among all the ones found in the store shelves, that can be difficult. That's why I want you to uh, go to www.agewithpaul.com. They have put together an unbelievable product by BioTrust that you will absolutely just love. It is ultra rich capsules, help support to combat cellular aging and spark energy levels. It's amazing. Just go to simply www.agewithpaul.com. That's www.agewithpaul.com. All right, this China massive quake of 6.6 just rocked China. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, they have put it as a dangerous quake in the in right in the middle of China. And since then, there was a 5.1 that hit China as an aftershock. But there's a lot of smaller aftershocks happening right now as well. And there's a series of earthquakes that happened all around the small ridge close to the epicenter in China. A lot of them are less than two, but they were rumbling. I think this was the sign that this was about to break loose. Now, this isn't the only place in the world we have quakes, but this one is huge and it is very significant. Okay, very significant. Now, it's hard to get information out of China. I mean, they block the information, to be quite honest. Very difficult to get it. But what we do know is this: the significant magnitude 6.6 earthquake hit about 136 kilometers northwest of Xi'an, China. The shallow magnitude 6.6 earthquake was reported early in the morning near Xi'an, China, according to the German Research Center for Geoscientists. The quake hit um, at about 1:45 a.m. local time there at a very shallow depth of less than 10 kilometers. They haven't given us an official depth. That means 6.6 less than 10. That thing was shaking the earth, rocking China, no doubt about it. And the calculations and other agencies are researching it as well. The U.S. Geological Survey says it was a 6.6, and it hit in the city of Xi'an, which is a population. Listen to this: population of 767,000 people. And so when you have a population of three-quarters of a million gets rocked with a shallow 6.6 quake, I promise you there is serious damage there. We do not know what the casualty is or the extent of the damage, but the fact that we can't that the info coming out of China is so difficult. Matter of fact, even when we find some of our normal places we go to get information from Asia, it'll say that there's been a 6.6 earthquake in China, but then when you click on the link, it's blank. It's like it's being scrubbed right now. China's not ready to really release just how significant this quake is, and let's pray it's that nobody got hurt. Just pray that. But it's pretty big in a very populated area. That's a recipe for a disaster. So our hearts and prayers are going out to the people of China because I guarantee you, this is not a good situation, to say the least. But we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it close and stay on top of this story because we think it's very, very important. Uh, Look, and when the reason I bring this up because last night with Mike from around the world, remember Mike says that the Indiana 6.1 earthquake could have been a thermal event by the U.S. government. Thus, it was scrubbed and not really allowed to be seen. And he said in the interview last night that that does happen from time to time. Quakes are scrubbed. He said that in this comment when he said Mike says he says that it could be scrubbed or it could be a thermal event. And in the ticker below, you'll see where it says Mike says Indiana 6.1 quake was scrubbed last week by the federal government agencies. And then he gives us a reason when he says it could have been a thermal event. Of course, we do not know, but I can tell you that several different groups and news and people were covering this everywhere. And then all of a sudden it was removed. Okay. So there's a lot going on right now. Things are really starting to get intense as we're watching what's going on with Planet X. Matter of fact, let me just say to you, tickets are on sale right now for the effects of Planet X, summit webinar that we're going to be hosting on January 28th and 29th. The speakers are going to be Mike from around the world. He'll be speaking along with amateur astronomer who's for 20 years plus has been studying Planet X, and that's Gil Brazard. You guys know how good he is, and he's got some new information and new modeling. Mike's been revealing a lot of stuff about the effects of Planet X here in the last 2 Thursday nights. And also, besides Mike around the world and Gil Brazard, we're also going to have Marshall Masters, who has been studying Planet X for 25 years. And he also has tightened up now the window and his modeling of the incoming. And it's also really coming very close, similar to Gil Brazard's and Mike from around the world. Mike's using intelligence he has, Mike from around the world, and Marshall Masters also from his insiders. But then we also found out that we're going to have another speaker who's very familiar with what's going on, and that is Stephen Ben-Danoon. Stephen Ben-Danoon, who originally gave us that little green file that was used in the Cincinnati conference. And in that file from those 4 former NASA scientists, they mentioned the information that had been developed and collected by Marshall Masters as being significantly correct. So they even had in there that Jupiter collision that we talked about. So with asteroids hitting Jupiter, which we saw that happen this year, 2 major impacts that were so big that they lit up, they blew up the bright light that came from Jupiter twice. That happened in 2021 as they had predicted. So you got Stephen Ben-Danoon, Marshall Masters, Mike from around the world, and Gil Brazard and Paul Begley. Okay, get your ticket. They're only $39. And just go right there to the Eventbrite. There's the link right there for you. The effects of Planet X tickets. If you go there, you can get it right now. Soon you'll be able to get those tickets also at our website. But right now, if you want to get your ticket now, go ahead and do it. Do it right now. It's going to be powerful. Okay. So he said, what are the effects of Planet X? Well, folks, that's what they're going to tell us. Timelines, effects that are coming, what to look for in 2022 and into 2023. And we've got some more information. Now, Heidi just received some information this morning from one of our insiders. I'm not going to say nothing else because I want to protect this person's identity completely. But we have received significant, and when I say significant, I'm not playing around, significant information from one of our insiders. And I'm going to do it on a Patreon. I'm going to be posting that Patreon this afternoon. If you're not a member of Patreon, you want to be one. You want to be one right now and get ready for this because this will be. And I was telling Heidi, I said, this may be the most important or most eye opening video we have ever done in 12 years. I mean, it's a confirmation, folks, from the Bible. And this is a confirmation that will take you all the way back to the early days when Obamacare was passed. Now, fulfillment is being arranged. Not about healthcare. Look, it's the most significant thing I've ever seen. Get ready. We're in the last days. The insiders are coming out of the caves. The prophets are coming out of the caves. The insiders are bringing the intel forward. We're in the end times. Go get your tickets. The Effects of Planet X. Go get that right now. And then get ready for the video I'm going to post on Patreon in the next couple hours. God bless all of you. I'll be back with more on this, the coming apocalypse. Good news, 66 salvations last night. Last night's broadcast, isn't it awesome? We had 66. Is that right? Or is it 65, honey? 65. I'm wrong. 65. 65 salvations last night. This is amazing. I knew there was a lot. People were coming to Jesus, and it was just amazing. We had over 8,000. 100 people were in attendance at one specific time, and it was just crazy, really. The power of God was there, and Mike from around the world's information he revealed last night. He dropped several bombs on us of very important intel. That's what I'm trying to say. This is why we're doing this summit, the effects of Planet X. This is why we're doing it, because the urgency has hit the emergency room. Okay, it really, really has. And so I think it's time that people just realize what's going on and just how close we are. Last night, 65 salvations. It's just a big night, and we want to see more people come to Jesus Christ. So there's two things to do. Get your tickets for the effects of Planet X, and then make sure you are subscribed to the Patreon channel. Make sure you subscribe to Patreon so that you'll see the most important video I've done probably in 12 years. It is a confirmation of things that we've been preaching about that's coming up on the earth in the last 12 years. Here it comes. I will talk to you guys later. Tell others about these two things you should do and be ready because Christ is coming soon. Are you serious? Are you serious?